Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Danny and this video is going to be about how I got through more than halfway of 75 hard and what my recommendations would be to you, how much weight I have lost, and what I would change or what I would implement that I didn't. All right, let's get started. So what is 75 hard? 75 hard, I'll put it up here. It is a challenge by Andy Frisella, and it's not a fitness challenge. It's more of a mental challenge, and you need to complete all these tasks. And if you don't complete these tasks, then you have to go back to day one. How did I find out? I think I heard about it on maybe YouTube. Then I listened to his podcast, and you have to do this, but there's like, I wouldn't say hidden rules, but there's other rules that you should know about that I'll let you know about so that you can win this challenge. I have the app. Do you need the app? No. Nope, you don't need the app. You can write it in a book. And I think the next time I do this, I will probably do that because I think I would like to, or if anyone's listening about how to redo this app, I would like to put in what my workouts were and how I felt about those workouts and what my mood was that day. That's what I would like to do. I would like the water to be able to, that you could check off instead of saying 1 gallon, because I don't drink 1 gallon. I drink like 3 of these. So I would like to be able to check off, say like 40 ounces, 40 ounces, 40 ounces. So anyways, that's what I would change about the app. So this is the app and let's get started. Maybe we should start with why I started this challenge if you're new here. So I started this challenge because I don't work, but I am a caregiver pretty much. So I look after, someone's just pulling up beside me. So I look after my mom, who's a senior. She lives in a town beside us. She has a larger house. So I help her pay the bills, look after her house, go to doctor's office, all that. I am blessed that I am able to do that. Then I have 2 teenage sons that I look after, and then we have our house, our bills. We also have a cottage and a trailer. My husband works at a town, is gone most days. So that's what I do. So in January, I decided that I was going to start working on me because if you don't do self-care, you're able to look after other people. You know what I mean? So I was like, this is my year for mental health and for fitness. So that is one of the reasons why I started this challenge. Did I start it right in January? No. I started it, I don't even know what month I started it in, but I started 75 soft first because I knew I wanted to do this challenge, but I knew that I was not going to go out in ice storms. I live in Canada and do my 45-minute workout outside in an ice storm. It wasn't going to happen. So I started slowly on 75 soft, and I do recommend that. You can try that. And then you just build the healthy habits up to then get into 75 hard. So I was drinking my water. Was I getting 2 workouts out? No, I was probably doing 1, maybe some days 2. And then as the weather got nicer, I was like, oh, I could do 2 workouts. I could do a workout outside. And something happened. Sent me spiraling, you're like, oh my God. So I went away for the weekend and I ate chips and I drank pop. I didn't drink alcohol because in January, I decided that I was going to remove alcohol because it wasn't helping me. It wasn't doing anything to benefit my mental or physical health. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to remove that. We don't need it right now. So I did go away and I was like, just kind of binging on chips and junk food and whatever. And I was like, why are you doing this? Like, is this... Once again, why I removed alcohol is this going to help the situation? Is this going to solve the problem? No, not going to happen. So I got back from that weekend and I was sitting on the couch contemplating my life choices. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start 75 hard today. And I got up and I started it. It was like a switch and I was off to the races. So that is why I started 75 hard. I filmed this video a couple times, so I'm kind of like going off in rants, and now I'm like, okay, we need to like tone it down, Danny, tone it down. All right, so let's get into how I have accomplished everything, what I do. So I'll tell you how I start my day. So I get up, I get my coffee, I have my water, and I look at the weather first thing. If it is going to rain all day, I'll look to see where there's usually I'm in Canada. It'll say rain all day, but then it'll say like at 2 o'clock there's a window that it's not raining. So I'm planning my workout outside at 2 o'clock. If it's not raining, I try to get my outdoor workout right away. So I'll get my outdoor workout, which is a run or a walk. So I run every other day. If I'm not running, I'm walking, and I get my water in. So as Andy says, it's not a fitness challenge, but you are working out. But I find your mental health, if you go outside and you work out outside, you are a happier person. I don't know. It just works. So if I go out and get my walk or run first thing in the morning, I am rocking that day. It is going to be a fantastic day. So that's what I do. I also, in my notes app, I do like a to-do list, and I say, okay, I need to get my 45-minute walk or run outside. I need to get a water bottle in by this time. Then I have to take mom here, there, whatever. And so that I know that I'm not dropping a ball pretty much during the day. So that's what I do. So that's a 45-minute workout. And then, so you have a 45-minute workout outside, and then you have to wait 3 hours. So that's like one of those hidden rules that's not on the app. I would love to change this app. But anyways, moving forward. So I would do the outdoor workout, and then another thing I would change about the app, it just says 1 gallon. I would change it so that you could change to like 40 ounces and then put like 3 bullet points so that you know, okay, I've done 1 40 ounce, then another 40 ounce, then another 40 ounce. It needs help. We need to help this app. So anyways, I've been finding that the weather's been so nice that even though I've done 1 outside workout, I am more likely to do my second workout outside if it's beautiful outside. So, and it might be a walk. And Andy Frisella says, if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, crawl. And so last week I was down with the plague. I was so sick. I haven't been that sick in so long, but I didn't want to give up on this challenge. So I did 2 walks every single day. I drank my water. That was like the 1 week that the water wasn't hard because I was just like sucking it in. And I read my 10 pages and I got her done. And that was the only thing that I could do was walks. And some walks, I was like, oh, why am I doing this? Why did I go like so far? Anyways, that's my whinge on that one. So, take progress picture. I do take progress pictures. Will anyone ever see these pictures? No, they won't. But it is for me. That is that. I don't use the app for it. I take pictures of myself all through the day, and I upload them as a daily short. So it's my food, my workout, what I've done that day. I have posted every single day on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. So if you haven't liked and subscribed, click that button. So that's my daily progress picture. Read 10 pages of a book. I love this one. I'm going to put the books that I have already finished right here. My recommendations for this is, 1, you do not have to buy the book. Get it from your library. That's what they're there for. Get a bunch of them. Because, rule number 2, if you don't like the book, you don't need to finish it. You can read 10 pages of one book and then DNF that book. Andy doesn't say you have to finish the book. He just says you have to read a nonfiction, self-help book. So, number 3, take it everywhere with you. This is in my purse. Yesterday, I took mom to 2 appointments. I was sitting waiting, so I pulled this out and I read way more than 10 pages. And you don't have to read more than 10 pages, but always have your book on you. When I wait in the car to pick up the kids from school, I got my book. If you're waiting in line for a return, instead of picking up your phone and scrolling, pick up your book. Anyways, that's my rant on that. Also, if you're not a reader, Because some people really don't like reading. And with this, one of the hidden rules are you can't do an audiobook. And I don't think you can do a tablet. I don't know about that, but I don't think you can do a tablet. So once again, go to your library and find, it just needs to be a nonfiction, self-help. Maybe you want to learn how to cook. Maybe you want to learn how to crochet. Maybe you want to learn how to write. Maybe you really like music and one of the artists that you know has a biography or autobiography or memoir or whatever. Pick up one of those and do your 10 pages. That's it. That's all you got to do. So that's that. All right, moving on. 1 gallon of water. This is the hardest thing. And I've seen debates on should people say I'm 5'10". 1 gallon is not going to hurt me. But the people that are like 5 foot, do they really need 1 gallon? That is questionable to me. That is questionable. And I see people that have changed the challenge saying that it's not good, not healthy for them to drink 1 gallon. So they have changed the 75 hard. Is Andy Frisella going to come after them to say, you didn't do my challenge? No. They're doing what's right for them. So I completely agree with that. There are some days that I am in bed sucking back the last bottle and know I'm going to be up all night going to the washroom. I know where every public washroom is in my town and surrounding towns. Do I crave the water? Yes. Was it hard at the beginning? Absolutely. And then where was I the other day and I didn't bring my water bottle and I was like, oh my God, I want water. I went for a walk. I went for a walk without my water bottle. I was so dehydrated. I was like, oh my God, anyways, if you haven't, take a sip of water. Drink your water. So that is about the water. Another hidden rule is you can't, from what I saw, is you can't put like, you know that fake stuff in the squeeze bottles? Like Mio Kool-Aid flavoring? You can't put that in your water. It has to be real water, guys. Follow a diet. Okay. So this time when I was on 75 soft, I was doing MyFitnessPal and I was logging my food. I don't like that. I do not like that. I find it is not fun. So when I was like, I'm switching to 75 hard, what I came up with is I eat a paleo-ish lifestyle 80% of the time because I know that some stuff, so if I get sushi or if I go to a restaurant, there might be things in the food that is not part of my diet. I do not eat bread. I don't eat any baked goods. I try to eat natural from the earth. I make my own salad dressing. That's about it. So the granola that I get is a keto paleo granola from Costco. Really good. Highly recommend that one. But I know that the Greek yogurt probably isn't 100% clean. So that's why I say 80%. That's what I do. And no cheat meals. So, and no alcohol. So, yeah. A lot of people are like, how are you doing no alcohol? And I'm like, what do you mean? And maybe I was like that before. In January, I decided that I was not going to have alcohol anymore. And I'm not saying I'll never have alcohol again. In January, I decided that this is my year for my mental and physical wellness. And I didn't think alcohol was a benefit. It was not helping me at all. So I removed that. So it's interesting. I've gone through a couple long weekends where people are like, oh my God, I don't know how you're not doing alcohol. And I'm like, Mom, I just drink my water and I'm okay with that. So, and it's not a big deal, guys. It's not a big deal. And once you start getting into that mind space and people will be like, oh, aren't you sure you just want one? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure that, no, I'm good. I'm all right. And you can always be like, I'm doing 75 hard, and just you be like, no, I'm doing this challenge, I can't do it. And at the beginning that was like, you know, your excuse, but then when you hit day 50, you really don't want, well, that not being said, there's some days I'm like, dear God, I could really use a glass of wine. But really, is that the glass of wine really going to solve your problems? Absolutely not. So moving on. No cheat meals. Yeah, no cheat meals. So do you know how many times I wanted to get a pizza? Or, oh, a hot dog, Costco hot dog? That would be fantastic with onions on it. I have bought the other day that the kids wanted Chinese, and I was coming home from the trailer. The dinner that we were supposed to have had to get moved to the next day, so the stuff I had taken out for dinner was going to be for a celebration the next day. So I ordered Chinese. I didn't eat the dough, the breaded stuff. I stuck with the meat, vegetables, and rice. Was it all clean? Probably not. But you know what? It was okay. So yeah, that is everything for 75 hard. Let's talk about my weight loss and what I would change. So what I would change about when I started this is I don't think I would do the app. I think I would get like a journal and just write out everything and check it off, and write out my workouts. And then if I increased weights, I would do that, because I've definitely done that. I would take my measurements of my body. That was another thing that was not in this app, that there was like 3 weeks that I plateaued on my weight, but I know I was losing inches. So I think I would do that, because now at the end I would have lost so much weight, but I think I've lost a lot of inches. So I kind of wish I would do that. If I did this again, I would do that. What else would I change? I think that's about it. That's about it. Maybe if you could find a buddy to do it with you, but then if they drop off of it, then yeah, you could just do it yourself. Anyways, weight loss. So I started, I have it written down here. I started at 186. Today I weighed in at 177. So I'm good with that. Like I said, I plateaued for 3 weeks, almost a month, that I just was staying at the same weight. And then I was sick for the last week, but I finally got into the 170. When in January, so at the beginning of the year, when I first started this wellness, I was 200 pounds. And now I'm down to 177. So I think that is just amazing. I feel better. My clothes are way too big, and I'm starting a bag of clothes for donation or to give away to friends. I am more confident. My mood is better. I deal with things differently than what I would before. So if things would, and I think that's a whole thing with food too. So our food has, if you're eating junk food or whatever, your hormones are going to be like that, right? So I find that because I'm not drinking alcohol, I'm not eating junk food, I'm drinking water, my emotions are more even. So things that would set me off into a spiral, I'm just like, that sucks. Well, this is just a moment in time, and they'll just move on. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with where I am. I still have a month left. My running is going to get increased. So I'm wondering if my weight will go down more, but then I'm building more muscle. That's one of the things that I'm like I said, if I could talk to people about this app, I would do measurements on there, because if you're building muscle and your inches are going down, I think that's more important than what the number on the scale is. That was my journey up to now, 51 days. I hope you enjoyed this video. I filmed it many a time, so I'm wondering what it will be like. But thank you so much for watching this video, and please like and subscribe so you can follow me on my journey. If you've done 75 hard or anything like that, let me know how you have accomplished this, and I'll see you next week.